We're at the Bickford Centre. Highly requested by a lot of people in the comments, so you asked, we answered. There's a lot of spots. There's a bunch of rails. We got the out ledge over there. People have been skating this spot for so long, and we're gonna get into all the clips as well at each individual spot here. I can't wait to dive in, man. Yeah, a little history about the school. I know it was built around 1965. It's actually a school for adult ESL, English as a second language. Maybe they're new to the country, things like that. They can come to this school. But yeah, let's go down the stairs right now. Let's go start checking all the spots. We're gonna make our way back up. We actually got a spot right in the background right now, but we're gonna talk about this rail in a little bit. But I do wanna get into like the actual nitty gritty of, you know, the actual spot itself. So yeah, now we're down here, and the first thing that you can see, there's a ton of art. Going back and looking over the clips, I remember this used to all be white, bare blank walls. I guess they put up the art to, you know, stop people from doing graffiti, and they just did it themselves. They made it actually look really good. But yeah, not a far walk from the stairs. We're gonna get into those rails like I said, but let's talk about the ledge. Let's just get right into it. This is the main reason why people come to this spot right here, is this one. This thing dates back all the way to the early 90s, man. Ed Templeton skated this back in the day. I remember seeing a photo for a Toy Machine ad, doing a front blunt. Back then though, this ledge didn't used to be this chunky. It feels like maybe people have rub bricked it down, because these cracks did used to be a lot worse, and they would grab you. I mean, if you get on at the beginning, it does still kind of grab, but you do gap out from the stair here anyways. And putting your trucks on this thing, like any crooked grinds or 5.0s, it's very round, so much better ledge for slides, that's for sure. But back in the day, like I was saying, when Ed Templeton did that front blunt, you can see in the photo, it's such a fresh ledge. Like, it's perfect. The bricks are all perfect underneath. The ledge is still white and square. So that just goes to show how much this thing has been skated over the whole years, man. One of my favorite tricks from about 2009, I'd say. I know we're skipping ahead, but we're gonna jump into a bunch of different years of tricks though. But just one of my personal favorites was TJ Rogers. He did nose grind nollie flip on this. Now, if you come over here, it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, it's an out ledge and it's not that tall or anything. It's, you know, the dropout is just about waist high, maybe a little bit taller. But this is the spot right here is where you actually have to gap out. Some people can kind of get away with landing beside it depending on your trick. But if you're doing like straight tricks, you have to gap this stair. And it's longer than a whole board. So it's about a board and a half's length. You got to go fast if you want to skate this, man. Throwing it back to, what was it, 1997, I believe? Time code, Thomas Morgan. So people used to also skate this side of the ledge as well. Super waxed up, and you don't have to clear the stair on this one. You can just start a nice little line. You can even do singles. Front tail to fakie. Fakie flips into the next bank and then hits that far ledge, which there's some guys kind of dancing over there right now, so I don't want to like ruin their sesh, but 1997, it's a long time ago, man. That's what, 27 years ago? Math. Fuck. Justin Bachma did a line from the out ledge all the way to the flat ledge. Dan Bohart also skated the same way, using the banks at the end as a kicker over a trash can. That was sick. Johnny Tang did a sick line. Here's me overseas, across the pond by the Dover Peak. I've smuggled myself into There's an old video called the Bickford Locals video, so you know they were skating Bickford, especially in those days. That was like the early 2000s. Dallas Ives, He won a best trick contest with a switch nose blunt back in the day. Even the girl team back in the Yes We Canada tour skated this spot.
Fucking kids, and they're brand new. We just picked them up off the lot. And they can't figure out how to get off this fucking ledge and onto the stair.
Luke Shearing did backlip 270 on the other side of the ledge. Ryan Blacksall had some tricks on this in Top Dollar. JP Grenier did a perfect front crook. Matty Tamiska, he had some sick tricks in Oriette. Jacob Williams, switchback tail. Dylan Barnes and Tyler Pearson Mallon in All City Showdown. Lee Yanku's nose blunt. Ryan Gallant with a perfect kick 5-0. This was so sick, by the way. Will Marshall's back tail front shove, like back tail stanger, front shove late flip into that bank for his ender and slub bucks. Gotta shout out the father and son duo, man. Ian St. Aubin. He did front Smith kickflip on this, which is gnarly, man. Like to actually gap like a flip trick over this thing, that's pretty gnar, man, out of his front Smith as well. And then his son, many years later, Ben St. Aubin, backtail backside flip. Like father, like son, man, it runs in the family.
About the time the young Newfoundland boy come up to Toronto.
Ben Patterson's also done some pretty crazy tricks back in State Your Name. He did kick front nose. Wade Desarmo, nollie flip nose slide, then gap over the thing as well. Kind of like the same idea with Ben doing that kick front nose, just straight up a nose slide, having to gap that last stair. Very difficult. And then nollie nose slide, nollie flip as well. R.I.P. Dylan Reeder. He cleared it with his backtail kick flip. Riley Cronin with an insane blunt varial heel. Underrated. Paul Liliani's tricks were sick. Get her out of my heart. The Bickford bum rush video where Dylan Moore absolutely killed it. Morgan Smith, switchtail, 270 heel flip out in the blind video. Backtail big flip as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bobby DeKaiser in his defunct part, he did front blunt 270, and I love the way that was filmed, by the way. It's just like zooming in on the rollaway and everything, just the way it was filmed long lens, it looked really sick. And then front blunt backside flip. Now, fast forward a couple more years, he also did front blunt kickflip to regular. Switch back lip, switch front shove out. And then you also have this like 4-block or long 4-stair, if you want to call it that. Like I said, they're each about a board and a half length. One standout clip for me is Morgan Smith's switch flip. I don't know if you come up with me right now and you can kind of see the length from like standing beside me. Me just looking at this thing like, what are we talking about? How are you gonna skate this and switch flip it? Dylan Moore kick flipped it. Colin Passey's backside flip was crazy. Willie Levine tray flipped it. Other than that, there's not too much that can go down, man. It's just that big.
Tons of tricks have gone down on that ledge. And I always used to look at this spot as a kid in videos and stuff and only really notice it for the ledge and the wall ledge, which we'll get into shortly. It wasn't until recently, or like recent years, that I started noticing people skate a little differently. Like this brand new concrete never used to be here, and a lot of the tiles were broken up. John Koss, he started from back there, and then there was like a little kicker that they made out of one of like the broken tiles, and I'm pretty sure he front big spinned. When they added this new concrete, they decided to fix it all, which is great because this is brand new for ride-on grinds. I think it was last year it might have came out. Daria Dale, she posted a video of one of her friends skating this spot, doing a back 50 and then riding off the four stair here. And I was pretty stoked to see that because I do enjoy my ride-on grinds as well. I'm working on a part right now, and I did ride-on nose grind. If you come over here, there's a ledge here, and then there's a four stair. And if you look at the ground, it's super crusty. I filmed my friend Rylan Shaver. He ollied down this four stair and then back-winded and nose grinded the ledge that's down there. And he did that twice, once for like a little promo that I did for one of my videos, and then once for another video by Jake Borchenko called the Christie video. This is like a very tight squeeze, like it's really quick. Back in the like late 90s, early 2000s, people would skate this ledge. So one honorable mention at this spot would be Grant Patterson. He starts with, I think, with a kick flip, and then he skates down the bank here and ends his line off over at the ledge over there.
It's the mat tech, we don't get down like that. Lay my game down quite flat. Sweetness, when you talk that. Petiteness, but that ass fat. You got a body, make a nigga wanna eat that.
This ledge used to get skated a lot, and you know, it's kind of sad that it stopped getting skated. But the reason why it stopped getting skated was because they put these little skate stoppers on them. I mean, obviously now it's not the best ledge. The ground kind of sucks. The ledge up top kind of sucks. It's chunky. But back in its prime, I'm sure it was a great ledge, but it's caked, like it's coated here. But yeah, if you come over here, like you can see, like this is the cap that they used. And I don't even think it was like a professional cap job. I think it was just the school coming in and getting some sort of angle iron and then just calling it a day. And then I guess over time, people wanted to skate the ledge again, and they uncapped it. So if you come over here, you can see like there's like these little screw holes in there. So I mentioned before that there was these wall ledges. I think they redid this one. I think the windows were different. It was pushed in a little bit more. One trick that definitely comes to mind, Lee Yanku, kickflip, nose grind, pop out. Props to Lee, because that's insane. Yeah, Lee's done a couple things on this. I think Morgan Might have kickback tailed this, which is absolutely insane.
Directly across from that ledge that Ryan was just talking about, you also have this one. So if you're regular, you got a backside one as well. Yeah, that's the windowsill ledge. And then we just noticed actually that there's some, actually a really good bondo job on this long 5-stair. Now this long 5-stair, I actually don't know if anyone's skated it or anything. The size, just for reference, it's like that 4-stair one right over there with another one attached to it. So did somebody ollie this? Maybe it was a rollerblader, BMX, I'm not too sure. I haven't personally seen anybody skate this thing. It's here though, and I mean, fuck, it's doable, but I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like we're filming with like a wide angle lens, so it's gonna look even bigger. But honestly, it's not the wide angle that's making this thing look massive. It's actually just that huge. The bondo job is perfect, so they knew what they were doing. I don't know, let me know in the comments, guys. If I don't find the clip, let me know if you've seen somebody ollie this thing, maybe. Shit, Morgan, did you do it? Ben Patterson ollied over the big ass fence off a kicker. Bring us right over to this mani pad slash slappy curb. I don't really know where the slappy curb goes because it kind of goes right into this door and into the wall, but it's super waxed up, so people have obviously been skating it. But the way I look at this spot, and I know it's been skated by Ryland Shaver, he did, I'm pretty sure, a half cab manual 180 on it. It's like a little manual pad. Like you can do trick up, but then you gotta pop over the curb to the other side. You know what I could picture? And maybe it's been done, and maybe footage isn't out there yet, I don't know. But maybe like a long grind and then, you know, hit the wall after, like a long grind to wall ride. I could see that happening for sure. As we come back up here, we're actually gonna go check out some handrails, and this is where things kind of get pretty fucking gnarly. You got these kinked handrails right here. I'm pretty sure it's like an 8 flat 9 if my eyes are working. I'm kind of visually impaired. We're gonna get to this one in a sec, but I just wanna shout out Jesse Landon. In the West 49 Flow video, which is actually the first DVD that I ever owned of the skate video, he tried to 50-50 this. It's like the ender of his part. That's how gnarly this rail is, that he used a bale as like his ender. He tries to 50-50 it, and I remember he gets stuck like pretty much at the top of this kink, and he kind of just flies down the whole set and almost hits this wall. Let's go around to the other side because there's an actual same size rail, just a little bit more narrow, but I actually can think of the two 50-50s that I know of that have gone down and actually were successful, which was Jeffrey Cernick and Dylan Moore. But yeah, dude, look how long this rail is. It's like, again, an 8 flat 9. That's a huge rail. If you come stand where I'm looking, just kind of see my POV of this. Look how long this rail is. Pretty much our final spot of this section. We still have another spot just up the street, a little bit of ways away that we're going to include in this video as well. The Bickford 4 block, which actually isn't at the Bickford Centre, but we got to include it as well. But we also have this handrail right here. This one's dangerous. I love it because this one's got a tall drop out to it. So if I stand right here, like that drop off of this rail is just under my chest. John Koss, he did kick front board on this guy. Matty Tamiska crooked it. TJ Smith back in the day. Back Smith. Kyle Perry, he feebled this. Jeff Cernick's kickback lip, that was sick. An all-heel nose slide by Alex Morin, that's insane. We got Christopher Cutenborough, I'm not sure, I'm sorry, I butcher names all the time, it's what I do, it's what I'm known for. He kickflipped over this rail, which is actually, I don't know where he got the run up. Like, look at the run up here. It's not super narrow, but to skate over this rail, I mean, you gotta be really hugging the side here to hit that angle. Look how tall this thing is. It's a lot taller than this rail, that's for sure. And there's a big chunk here too. Yeah, there's a lot of danger to this one, man. I love it. Kickflip over this rail is crazy. Well, we're gonna right now make our way down to the Bickford 4 block, which is huge, and a lot of legendary tricks have gone down on the 4 block. We'll see you there. Let's go check it out. We almost missed this. I actually didn't even know that this was actually a part of Bickford. I've seen this spot a bunch of times, but I didn't know that it was actually at Bickford. And on our way over to that 4 block that we're gonna take you to, just happened to catch it. Yeah, we've got this wall to a big ass drop. And then they got this double stair right here, which I don't know if anybody's actually skated it or not. Zach Ferguson did gap feeble. Not too sure where the clip is though. John Hanlon, gap back lip. Tommy Sandoval, gap crook. Paul Macnow's nose grind is insane. The ground is super crusty though, and you do have to avoid this pole. One thing that definitely stands out is Max Fairley. Max Fairley switch ollied over this. I'm pretty sure it was in a State Your Name promo. Dude, look at the height of this thing, man. I'm like 5'9", 5'10" on a good day. I can reach the top, but this is like 6'8", dude. I'm glad we didn't skip over this.
Now we're at Montrose Junior Public School, AKA Bickford 4 block. Can't do Bickford video without this. It's not the best spot. They got interlock ground for the landing. The ground is trash, it's rugged. Bunch of bondo here. This is huge. Switch front big spin down this, that's crazy.
Jesse landing kickflip in switch volume 1. Switch flip is crazy. Damian Bravo's heel flip. One trick that really stands out to me, just for like nostalgic purposes, was Corey Shepard. The first clip in his Blind What If part, he tray flips it, and that Block Party song, just talking about it, that's stuck in my head now. This whole time I've been at this spot, that Block Party song has just been stuck in my head. And then another trick that stands out to me as well is Mitch's backside flip. Willie Levine, after he lands it. I just remember in the clip, him going like, smashing a beer on the ground, like, "What up, Canada?" And it's like the funniest clip ever. What up, Canada? Great celebration on that one. The rails have been skated, and they're like 15, 14 stair sized handrails. They're beast, bro. Pierre Marc board slid this. Jesse landed did Smith and lip slide, and did both of them twice. James Hardy's backsmith, RIP.
Zach Ferguson did front feeble.
Alex Morin's nollie no slide is actually wild. If we come over here, and we're gonna talk about this real quick, because now we're running on low battery. Ryan just noticed the spot. It wasn't always here. They got all these like manual pads. They're already pre-capped. These are actually the same caps that are on the courthouse ledge. If you haven't checked out the courthouse video, go check that one out. We'll link it right here. New manual pads right here. I guess you can't really skate them as ledges because of the cap. Yeah, I want to skate this. Hopefully that wood isn't like too hard on the wheels, but it's a cool looking spot, man. I like this a lot. But it's just super artsy. Like they got the tree in the middle. I don't know, I think it'll look really nice on film. Oh shit, free hat. But yeah, that's the whole video. Probably shouldn't put that on. Bickford, dude. Great looking spot. I love this spot. Definitely one of the most iconic spots in Toronto. And I'm glad we were able to cover this one for you guys, because I know a lot of people were asking for it in the comments and like some of our community page on the YouTube channel. So yeah, we got it done. Hopefully we did it justice. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. It actually helped us out. And you guys have been fucking killing it on that, by the way. Like the videos have been getting pushed out more than I could have ever imagined. So thank you so much for that. We'll see you in the next video. Leave a comment down below what spot you want to see next. Peace.